What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is Twin Flames Unite, and we are at it again. And if you don't know by now, I'm Chris.
And I'm Cashapp.
What up? What's going on, family? We are in the building once again. How's everybody doing tonight? We are going in tonight. Oh boy! Starting out first and foremost. Gosh, I hope y'all in the room. I hope y'all in the room.
It's been a long journey.
It's been a long journey. We got a lot to talk about. We got some things to really touch on that we didn't think we were going to have to touch on this evening. Right. But we're going to do this in a compliment sandwich way. You know the compliment sandwich? Where you say something good, you give them to a hard,
and then you put it in. I know that. I know that.
Okay,
I know
okay.
that.
So, today is a glorious day. It is a beautiful day.
It is.
Despite everything that's going on, it is an absolutely gorgeous day.
Yes.
There were no clouds in the skies. And today is our anniversary.
It's our
Anniversary.
Meant
for you and me.
It's our anniversary.
Yes.
3 years.
So we have come quite a ways, and so much has changed, so many develops that have been made. We're going to touch on that tonight. And then in the middle, we're going to touch on the ghetto side of the USA.
Did you say the G word?
Yeah, I said ghetto. I said the ghetto side of the USA.
Okay.
So we're going to get into that as well. And then we're going to go through with hopefully some tips, some good tips for those of you all who are on your twin flame journey. And if you want to really come into union, there's some things going to have to be done. And we're going to cover some of those things just so you can have some idea of what you need to do to get ready.
Right.
And a little side note, just because of the things that have happened recently, it may make your journey a little bit difficult.
Boy,
okay. Okay.
Being on the side of truth is not popular, as you can see.
No.
It is not the thing right now. It's not celebrated at all. So there are certain narratives that are being played out currently in our world. If you're not on that side of that narrative, then you're not favored.
Right.
You know, you get looked at, and you know, you might accumulate a few labels and things of that nature. But hey, you know, a lot of people thought that, you know, people who were prophets or people who were here to really assist are supposed to look and sound a certain way.
Right.
But the more you live, the more you learn, and you start seeing how difficult it is to be on the side of just and to be on the side of truth, and also you know, living in clarity, because clarity is pretty important in these times. It's so easy to get caught up in like they say, the new word now is misinformation. You know, we are living in the age of information, so the biggest thing right now is to be misinformed. And it's easy to be misinformed, which is you know, meaning bad, informed, right? How you form from the inside, bad formation on the inside is taking in information that's not serving you, right? And so this is where we're at in the age of Aquarius. And we are hoping to guide you guys on an inward journey, so that you will always have clear information. You'll always experience clarity, no matter where you're at, no matter who you're around. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to touch on today. It's really learning lessons. And the big lesson of today is how important it is to turn inward.
Yes, and quick little house cleanup. We want to thank you if this is your first time tuning in. We want to thank you so much for watching us. Right now, we are streaming on 3 different, actually 2 platforms, but one of those actually has 2 groups in it. So right now, we are streaming live on YouTube. We're streaming live on our Facebook page. And we're also streaming in our group, The Spiritual Awakening. Okay, so you can definitely find us just about anywhere. We're still working on getting it live on Instagram, but it's a whole different thing. So thank you so much, Miss Sky, for being on Facebook with us. We greatly appreciate you.
Welcome.
And we thank you to all the people that are watching us via YouTube. Thank you so much, Honeydew, for that awesome comment. We love you so much.
Thank you, Honeydew, our day one, our number one.
Yes. So with that being said, though, if you are new to this channel, we ask that you do subscribe. But we will let you know that for the most part, we are making a transition from YouTube and going over to our official website. So you can definitely find us there because we have quite a few courses and some really in-depth videos that we're planning that we're going to start putting on our website. We're not going to go too deep anymore on YouTube because
as you can see, the age of information that we're currently in, and the truth is not very popular. It's not really encouraged because you know, you guys see the era that we are in.
Right. So definitely go to the website so that way you can become a member of the site right now while it's free, because what we're going to do starting in February is that there will be a small minimal fee to join, but right now it is totally free. And so you can sign up so that you can receive any type of notifications as far as when we're holding events on our site, because we're going to be going deep because it is so needed. In addition to that, you can also find us on Instagram, on Facebook. You can find us on there, and then you can also find us on Instagram, where you can find us there as well. So definitely hit us up, and also throw a like on the video.
Put a small like on the video. Now, for some of you, we are currently being shadow banned on Instagram. So when you pull up,
they don't like truth.
You don't like truth. And you know, freedom of speech, right now it looks like it's in question. So if you go to our Instagram page and it's, you know, shows 1 and 0 or something, I don't know how you can report that, or I don't know how you can reach out to Instagram. But if there is a way you can reach out to Instagram and let them know, hey, I do want to follow this person, why are you blocking them? That might help us out. But for a lot of people, they can't follow us. I have a second page and I try to follow our page and it doesn't show up, doesn't even give me an option. So we're still trying to figure out how to work around that. So if you guys have any idea how we can work around that being shadow banned, just let us know, because we're still trying to figure out what, you know, what's up with Instagram.
Right. Yeah, let me go ahead and put the website back up there for some people who are looking for it. So thank you so much, Max. Thank you so much for being
welcome, Max. Welcome, Live by Love. We got our Royal Twin Flames in the house.
Yes. What's up, family? What is up? We are in the building. So let's first start off with the good stuff. Now that we got the house cleaning out the way, y'all can definitely follow us on. There it is.
There it is, right there.
Right there. There's the website. So you can go to the website and definitely get in with us, because we have some awesome training that we're going through right now that's really going to help in liberating some individuals. Because right now, and this is kind of going into what we've been going to, we understand that a lot of people have a lot of trauma that is hard for them to get through sometimes. And sometimes we can really self-sabotage ourselves in our success. So if you have ever heard of NLP, which is
neuro-linguistic
I tried to say it.
Neuro-linguistic programming.
Yes. So that's where we can actually go through into the subconscious and really make some change. Because right now we're noticing that as much as we can talk to with blue in the face, it's just not going past that barrier. It's
really not. It's like some programs are really hardwired in there, and some of them even get into your nervous system. So it's like super hardwired, right? And so it takes sometimes like literally techniques, to really override those programs that's hardwired in the nervous system.
So we are in the process of being trained in that field. So there's actually going to be a new service that we're going to be rolling out very soon. So definitely keep out an eye out for that. And then we also have more courses that we're planning on right now, as far as really helping people to become sovereign. So we've done a lot in these past 3 years that we've been together. And to be honest with y'all, the bubble love phase for us has not really ever ended.
No.
It may have slowed down a few days, maybe a month.
Right.
But for the most part, it's been.
Yeah. And, you know, within what I've noticed within the times when it seems like it's slowing down, is that we have responsibilities on this planet. And so sometimes we have a lot of workload, you know, gets a lot, you know, with sessions, you know, the children, day-to-day life, and the growing pains, school, right, education, the growing pains of life. Sometimes our attention is spread out in different areas. But, you know, once those things get taken care of and we have some downtime, it's back into that phase again, right? And it's just a pattern.
Yeah.
So we stretch and we grow and we enjoy. We stretch, we grow, and we enjoy.
Yeah. And that's one of the other things that we work on it. We don't just leave it to chance and be like, oh, we're going to be good. We twin flames.
No. You got to work on it. You got to study. You have to continuously build self and love self. And what you're going to notice is that the more you fall in love with yourself, right, the more you start seeing others around you as a reflection of self. And so because of the fact that you love self, you automatically love those around you. Because you could see aspects of yourself in others around you. So if you start loving the parts of yourself that's maybe a little bit not so quick to do stuff, the side that's that procrastinate, the side, you know, that's not always balanced. You know, once you start to accept these sides of yourself and you see those reflected in others, you know, it allows you to have compassion for those things because you know you're actively working on it. And so you love it in the meantime. So when you see it in someone else, you love it also. Because you know that's an aspect of me also, but I'm also working on it. So it's not a big deal.
Not a big deal at all. Yep. So, but yeah, 3 years, we pretty much started out homeless.
Pretty much.
In the most part, because I mean, I was a roommate in somebody else's house.
Yeah.
My baby.
Staying in a hotel. Yeah.
And we went through parts where we felt like, damn, what? It seems like the world is trying to keep us apart. Like I can't stay over here, you can't stay over there. I'm living in a one room, you living in a one room.
Trying to get a place, can't get a place. It's like getting turned down. Like, I mean, 2 months in, we knew we wanted to live together. Like literally 2 months in the relationship, we already knew. 2 months in, we already knew that's what we wanted to do. And we fought like hell in heaven, you know, in mid-heaven, right?
Right, yeah, in mid-heaven.
To make sure that took place. And miraculously, it did. Miraculously, we got our first place. When did we get our place? We started looking in February.
Yeah, February. We ended up getting it in March. Yep. Because around late March, shortly after my birthday.
That's when we got it, and literally manifested that place. Yeah. Because once I took a look at it, took pictures of it, and and I was like, this is where we're gonna live, and I didn't even know how, but I just
you sure did.
I took pictures of it, and I was like, this is where we're gonna live, and I don't care, you know. And then I started imagining us living there, and I started, you know, picturing us there and whatnot. And it's crazy because they actually turned us down the first time. We got turned down, and I was like, wait a minute, no, that's not right, because I already manifested it. And then, you know, eventually we got the place. So things work out. Some things are just meant to be.
Yeah. So yeah, we went through that. And just real quick, if you are in support of this channel and you're in support of truth, any type of donations that you would like to send would be appreciated. You can do it in a super chat, or you can send it via Cashapp. Some people have actually sent donations in the mail, and for those, that's gangster. We appreciate you. That was so awesome. Yeah. But for all of those of you who have donated to us in the past, we greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Because whether you know it or not, it's an energy exchange. And if what we're providing is good service for you, if it is just entertaining to you, if we are entertaining, drop a I would say drop a comment, but you can drop a donation as well. So we definitely wanted to put that out there.
Yes.
But yeah, but we've gone through quite a few things,
Yeah.
and we're going to touch a little bit on that towards the end on what we actually did to get prepared to even be in a relationship.
Right.
Because there are things that need to be done in order to get ready to get into a relationship. And before we even get into that, a little side note is that just because you're ready and you've done your preparation doesn't mean that if the other side hasn't done their preparation that you get into a relationship.
Right.
Okay, but we're gonna leave that for the third segment of this video. But the second segment, we definitely we didn't think we were gonna have to speak to this, but we're gonna have to speak to it.
Oh boy.
Which is right now there are a lot of people in the United States of America that are really distraught.
They're salty, you know, sad, depressed. They feel like they lost. And then there's the other side that feels like victorious and we won, and you know, things of that nature.
Yeah. And there's actually forgive us if this may step on your toe, but there's actually a downside to both of those objectives, and we're gonna get into that in just a moment. Excuse me, in those perceptions. Okay, not so much. We're not calling those people who think either way bad.
Right.
It's just that perception is a little screwed.
It's distorted, and so that we just trying to raise the awareness.
Yes.
Okay. What we're doing right now is we're literally raising you up.
Raising the frequency.
We are literally raising
the vibration. Can I get a hello?
Yeah, right? So
Geyser.
Really, baby?
Geyser. You gotta raise the vibration up here. We're gonna hit y'all with something a little ugly.
So we about to pull you all the way up.
Yeah.
Okay. We about to do what's called a bird's eye view of things, right? Just to come out of that mess for a minute. You know, there you go, duality. That's what I'm looking for. So we're gonna step out of the duality for a little bit, right? We're gonna come out of the left wing, right wing. We're gonna come out of the blue versus red. You know, Crip versus Bloods,
right?
Gang. You know, we coming out of that perspective for a little bit, so that we can see the bigger picture,
right?
Which is the one that really matters, which is the bigger picture. Okay, so just stay with us. I mean, some people might get offended, and if you get offended, that's cool too. Yeah, because it means that it's triggering something to make you think different.
Right.
Okay. So that's good if you get offended.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing because it does make you think more or think different or think outside of the box, right?
So let's touch on it. We're gonna touch on it briefly, but we're gonna speak to it. And the first one is for those individuals who are upset because their individual is not going to be in their position anymore. We all, if you don't know what we are talking about right now, I am so sorry for you, but right now, because of the shift that is going on this matrix, I'm not even gonna mention it right now because it's just gonna get us cut right now. That's why we transitioning to our website. Let me put the website back up there because
we
pretty soon,
so we can really say what we gotta say without being censored. Because again, the truth doesn't seem to be something that's really popular right now, and also the freedom of speech. It seems like that's not encouraged either. Right. So we transition into our website, but we just gonna speak to this situation. The Crip versus Blood situation that we got going on right now in the United States of America. We got a gang. We about to speak to this gang, and get us to really rise up and see things for what it is.
Yeah. So let's just look at the first scenario. So the person that you wanted to be in office is not in office. You have to understand that expectations can really break you down. Because, and this even goes, even think about this, right? Oh, let me bring that
Come
back.
on, bring it right, baby.
Bring that back. Okay.
Hold
on, let me sage my mouth.
Sage your mouth.
Sage my mouth.
There you go. Your throat. Get the throat chopped.
Throat.
All right.
And the crown.
All right. Bring it in. Let's go.
So, say for example, you have a potential partner in mind, and you've already set up in your mind that, oh, this is going to happen. We're going to go on our first date. We're going to fall in love, and we're going to end up getting married, and we're going to have kids. We're going to grow old together. We're going to have grandkids come by, and you just have this whole life of the next 30 to 50 years just rolling your head. And when it doesn't happen, you're heartbroken.
Ooh, because you already picked out the baby names and everything. You knew the day they was going to be born. You had a lot of, invested in it.
Yeah. So you had, yes, that is sage. I had to sage my mouth real quick just to make sure I brought it out right. But yeah, you got to watch those expectations, because when you put all of your eggs in one basket,
right?
Because your eggs, you're putting all your exes, not exes, that's probably a slip of the tongue. You're putting all of your eggs
might not be
in one basket, i.e. a partner, i.e. a president, i.e. a politician whose profession is to lie to you. When you put your
ticks, poly means many, and ticks suck, blood sucking. So many blood sucking. There you go.
Yeah. So when you put all your eggs in one basket, they're gonna end up breaking. Okay? And when they end up breaking and you ain't got none left, now you're over there looking salty. Because you put all your expectations into this scenario that you thought was going to bring you bliss. But here's the kicker. But here's the thing that's really, how can I say, traumatic, is that all of these expectations you're putting on things outside of yourself that you cannot control.
Exactly. Somebody say, but isn't that a part of manifesting? But what are you manifesting? This is what we're trying to get to.
That's what we're saying. Because when it comes to manifesting,
that's a whole other topic. Don't even go off guard.
No, I'm not gonna go.
We're gonna touch on manifesting in a minute, because it's a lot that people miss when it comes to manifesting, right? There is a key ingredient. There are plenty of key ingredients to manifesting, and most people, they miss the boat. And they end up and they're manifesting, but they're having a completely different experience than what they thought they were supposed to be experiencing. But we're gonna go into manifesting a little bit later on.
Yeah, a little bit later on, but I gotta speak to it just a little bit before we
go on, baby, go on.
Because you have to understand one thing, free will, which is the second thing, which we're gonna touch on in just a moment. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but the thing is free will. Even though you may have this whole idea of what you want to manifest, it's cool because it's for you. But if the thing that you're trying to manifest involves anybody else other than you, and you have not confirmed with those other individuals whether or not they want this to happen as well, the same way that you have envisioned in your head, then you're messing up.
There you go.
Okay? So we're going to circle around back to that.
Right, and this is because we are co-creators, guys. We are co-creators.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, hold on. Let me see what's going on in the comments before I go on.
Yeah, because we're about to talk to these Bloods and Crips. Gang.
We're about to get into it. This is a little bit different than what we were planning on.
Crip walking up here. We talking to these gangers. We're going to bring it, man, because this is exactly what this is. This is a Crip and Blood situation that we're dealing with here in the United States, okay? So, gang, we talking to these gangs up in here. Y'all pay attention, man, because it's important, for real. We're joking around, but it's important.
Yeah, it's very important, okay? So, just keep that in mind. And so, expectations can be a trip up. But here's the second thing that's, in our opinion, is wrong with the perception of wanting to have a president. Or wanting